good morning class. Myself Pallavi Anand and I welcome you all in a session of Soul Science Standard 4. In this very session we will learn about soil, what are the composition of the soil, layer of the soil, types of soil, different we know everything about the soil, the type of soil, top soil, subsoil, bed soil, which soil is most fertile, which is the lesser fertile soil. We all will learn in this very session. So soil is very important for all life form living on earth. For everyone, soil is very important for human beings, animals, plants, and for microorganisms. You just imagine anyone, and soil is important for all of them. For example, how soil is important for animals? Because if there will be no soil, no plant will grow, and if there will be no plant, then what the animal will have? So the soil is very important for the animals, plant, microorganism, and everyone. Plants grow in the soil. As you know, everyone knows that plants grow in soil. Soil contains all the nutrients for plants to grow. Soil contains all the nutrients which is required by the plant for the betterment, for the better growth of the plant. Soil contains all that nutrients in it. Okay. What are the constituents of the soil? Soil is made up of different particles, different things. What are the soil made up of? Soils are made up of rock particles. Soil are made up of rock particles. Soil are made up of fine grains of soil. You can say particles, small particles of soil. Soil is made up of dead plants, plants which are growing in a soil, they died and they mix with the soil and enhance the fertility of the soil. Soil also contains some type of microorganism in it. Soil contains air, soil contains water, soil contains minerals. So these are what the soil are. Soil are made up of. Soil are made up of rock particles. Soil are made up of fine grains. Soil are made up of dead plants, dead animals. You also can say, you have seen earthworm and all containing in a soil, which make the soil humus, which create humus in a soil and make the soil fertile. Soil contains some type of microorganism as well. Soil contains air, soil contains water, soil contains minerals. So these are combined together and they form soil. And soil is very important for the life of human beings, for the life of living organism, because soil help in the growth of plant. Okay, so now we will learn something about the formation of soil. How soil is formed. Before, you can say before thousands of years, there is no soil on the earth. As different planet, you can say, as there is no soil, nothing is there. Same on earth, there was no soil. What happened? When there is continuous falling of rain, earth was made up of rock, you can say. There is rock all over here. As you are seeing in a mountain side, that same is present on the land also. Land surface is covered with rocks, hard rocks. What happened? There is a continuous raining and sunlight, then again raining, then sunlight continuously take place. So what happened when there is extreme hot? What happened when there is extreme hot? The sunlight melts the rock. The rock start melting in presence of sunlight. After that there is raining. It become cool down. Again in presence of sun, the rock start melting. Again it was raining and the melts stop and the reaction get cooled down. This is continuous process, melting of rock and cooling down of rock. Again melting up of rock in presence of sunlight and again cooling down of rock in the presence of rain. This is continuously happening. Okay. So the rock, the hard pieces of big rock divide and broken down into pieces, and now it is available in a small pieces or cracks. There is a big crack. There are some of them are melted and they are formed in a soils. So what happened when there is rainwater running through the land? These water enters in the pores of the soil. What happened? These water enters in the pores of the soil, and that very soil, that very water, what happened? That that entering into the soil, due to the change in the weather, the rocky surface began to crack. Water entered the soil and rock into the smaller pieces. That when the water enters in the big pieces of rock, what happens? They break down that big pieces of rock into the smaller rocks, or into the smaller piece of rocks. Okay. Due to the action of air and water, now what happened when two rocks, due to the wind is blowing, two rocks just smash together. Due to the water also, rocks go and blow from one place to another. This makes the rock break into the smallest particles. This breaks the rock into the smallest particle and turn into the powdery or the finest, or you can say tiny fine granules. The rock divided into pieces, and that pieces turn into the fine rock or very fine particles. The rock become fine and soil. Due to the action of air and water, the rock break down into from large pieces to small pieces, and from small pieces to tiny particles, and then it converted into the soil. And the process of breaking down of bigger rock into the soil is known as weathering. That is known as weathering. This is very important. What is weathering? The action of air and water break the larger piece of rock into the smaller fine particles is known as weathering. The formation of soil from the bigger piece come in, you can say that as a weathering. Hope you understand that what is soil, what are the constituents of the soil, and formation of soil, how soil is formed. Okay, next we will learn about the layer of soils. Hello,
बंद कीजिए ना, आप तो नहीं आएगा, बंद कीजिए, कोई बात नहीं, इसको बंद.
okay then, so these are the, you can see this picture over here. This is a picture how the rocks are converted into the soil. You can see the first picture, wind and water break down the big rocks. First of all, that there was a land covered with rock everywhere. Then after raining and sunlight, what happened? These rocks converted into the fine particles. After that, these fine particles converted into the soil. This is how the rock converted into the soil, and the process is known as weathering. Okay. Next topic is a layer of soil. You can see this picture here. This is a grass. This is our land, and this one, the orange color, this is a top soil. It is very fertile in nature, and it helps the root to penetrate inside it. Okay. Next to it is a subsoil. It is less fertile, and it is not as fertile as the topsoil. And the last one you can see with rocks here. This light color soil. This is bed soil. It is made up of rock and this is made up rock, sandstone, and it is not at all fertile. One by one we will learn about this. What is topsoil? The uppermost layer of the soil, which is dark in color. The uppermost layer of the soil, you can see, if you will dig the soil, the uppermost layer of the soil, brown, dark brown, or the color of the soil, topsoil, varies from one place to another. So the uppermost layer of the soil is known as topsoil. Its color comes due to the humus. The color of topsoil comes due to the humus. It contains dead and decaying bit of the plants and animals. If the plant died, or if the microorganism died, or if the anything died, they just decompose and mix with the topsoil, and it makes the soil fertile. It increases the fertility of the soil. This is the most fertile of all layers. Color varies from place to place. The color of a topsoil varies from place to place and area to area. Next layer is the subsoil. It is below the topsoil and lighter in color. This area is a topsoil, you can say. This is the brown type soil you can find in your home also. Okay. Next to the topsoil, this is a subsoil. it is less fertile than the topsoil and it is lighter in color. It is, if you suppose it is brown in color or orange in color, it is less brighter than the topsoil. Okay, and these part contain less amount of fertility in it, and it contains some rock particles also, bigger rock particles than the topsoil. The last layer of the soil is a bed soil. This is not at all suitable for the plants to grow. It is very you can say these part contain a large number of rock particles, large number of stone, and it is totally infertile in nature. It is not supporting for the soil for the growth. So the last layer, which contain rocks particle and soil and stone and rocks, these contain large number of rocks. This is known as bed soil, and it is not at all good for the fertility of soil. So this is the layer of the soil. Next we will learn some more topics. Okay, so the next topic is a type of soil. In this very topic we will learn what are the different type of soil we are commonly find in our layman places. If you will just dig out a spoon of soil, you will find these type of layer, this layer of the soil. These are the type of soil which are divided on the basis of their texture, on the basis of their color. Okay, the type of soil is being divided into the basis of their texture and basis of their color. So first is a gravel type of soil. This gravel type of soil is made up of tiny stones and does not hold water well. This soil is not very good for fertility. These are made up of tiny stones, tiny rock particles, and these are not holding the water in a proper amount. If you will pour a glass of water in a rock, what will happen? It will come out from the gaps. Same is happening with the gravel soil. They are made up of tiny stones. If the water is poured inside, they is removing from the pores of the stones. So gravel soil is not holding water properly, and it is not very good for the fertility of plant. Next is the sand. Next one is a sand. The mostly found sand types of soil is mostly found in desert and sea soil. In the desert area and the area near the sea, you can find the sand soil very commonly. Grey and brown in color. This soil is grey color or brown in color. Sand particles are big in size and have a lots of space. Sand particles have big in size and have lots many space. If you will pour water, it also come out, and it is also not holding the proper amount of water in it. Okay, so it cannot hold, it cannot its capacity is not good for holding the proper amount of water. Next is clay. Clay soil is better than these. You can say this is yellowish or black in color with a small and tightly packed particles. Clay are small particles and they are tightly or closely packed. So if water is getting inside, it can hold some amount of water. These can hold a lot of water. If water enters in a clay, it hold a water. You can find clay for making toys. You can see clay for making pots. Clay is also used for making tiles, for bricks. The soil or the type of mud, you can say, used for making bricks and tiles. The clay is used for making pots, toys, tiles and bricks. It is very commonly you can find this is yellowish in color or black in color, found near the pond and river beds. These type of clay soil is found near the river beds and near the ponds. Loma. The last type of soil you can say that is loma. This is a mixture of clay and sand. When clay type of soil and sand type of soil mixed together, it forms loma soil. Okay, this is not a type. This is a mixture of land, sand and clay. Loma is a very fertile soil because it can hold water. It is very fertile in nature. you can go through the mixture of a clay and sand with a lots of humus form a loma or garden soil. The soil commonly we are having in our home, we are having near our garden, that is loma type of soil. That is the mixture of clay and sand. It is very fertile. Loma is a very fertile soil, best for growing soil. This is very best for the growth of the plant and hold water and air. It has a capacity to hold air and it has capacity to hold water, and it is containing nutrients, proper amount of nutrients for the better growth of the plants. So today this is it. We just go through the consistence of the soil. You can go through the type of soil and the layer of a soil. In the next chapter, in the next